Live. Wow, I did not expect it. My countdown. I just did a little countdown 3, 2, 1 live as it was loading, and it works. Anyways, we're live. Let's talk about old monster movies. Like Dracula. I recently have taken a liking to these old monster movies, like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Invisible Man, Mummy, probably the original Invisible Man. All these movies from like the black and white original monster movies from like the 1920s or 30s. I think this one that I have on now. Well, I don't know when it's from because it doesn't say. But it's called The Return of the Vampire. But it's not Dracula. It's some guy named Tesla, but not that Tesla. Um, what was I saying? This because it's not made by Universal, so I can't say old Universal monster movies. So I have to say old monster movies. I've taken a liking to them, and I don't know why. They're a lot simpler. They give me the Halloween spirit. They're a lot simpler than the more recent modern horror movies, where it's like, oh, let's use technology and stuff to scare the people. Like in the movies, they're like using cell phones and stuff. And it's like, why can't we go back to like simple vampires are just vampires haunting their prey? Not haunting, hunting. Ghosts are haunting. And I do think there are some old ghost movies that I need to see. Yeah, I've been watching these a lot more lately. Um, like this week's because this is a show I watch called Svengoolie. I may have mentioned it quite a few times on the channel. Um, and so each month, not each month, each week they do a different scary movie. And this past Saturday they aired Return of the Vampire, which again can't be Dracula because they don't own the rights. One monster movie that's my. Well, what's that one monster movie you watch? You can type that out as I continue talking about my liking for these old monster flicks for some reason. Also, that's weird. Earlier, I was like looking stuff up on my TV, old things to watch, creepy things, Halloween things to watch, and it has a section "What's on now." And I don't know if you know the creepypasta Candle Cove, but that was it was a thing called Channel Zero Candle Cove, which kind of freaked me out considering there was nothing else that said it was on at the moment. I go on there now and there's like 10 other things that aren't Candle Cove. So, like, that was just a little bit freaky for me. I got a little scared because of that. But, excuse me, I burped. It was that enchilada I had. Enchiladas are good. But, anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. On the show Svengoolie, they usually air uh, not more recent ones like Freddy Krueger movies. They don't really do all of that. They do other things like Dracula and Frankenstein, stuff like that. Classical, not classical, but classic old uh, movies. Or like Cry of the Werewolf. I've never heard of that. In fact, until recently, I hadn't even seen the original werewolf movie with with him getting bitten and everything. The first black and white werewolf movie. I had never seen that until recently because of Svengoolie. And then Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. I've never seen this. It's Monster House. I think that's what it was called. It's an animated movie with the house kids comes to life and haunted by the owner's wife. Yep, that's the one. I actually have that on my DVR too. Got a lot of Halloween things on the DVR, or at least I'm about to. I've got a liking for Halloween, but yeah, Cry of the Werewolf and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Those two movies I plan on recording soon, watching, and by soon I mean next Saturday and the Saturday after that. I've got a lot of set for the near future for Halloween. I recently had gotten a Phineas and Ferb Halloween episode on here. I There's this old Disney movie called Under Wraps. That's on here. Clue movie. Yeah, there's a movie based off the board game Clue, and I have that just because. I have a thing called Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. You can guess what that's about. It's the last Freddy movie. There's Chris Angel, Mind Freak, Hollow. I'm not really a big fan of these two different shows, the Haunted Hathaways and the Thundermans, but they did a Halloween special crossover thing. That. Um, what else? There's this movie called starring Johnny Depp as a vampire. I've got that on my DVR. When I was little, me and my family watched The Addams Family. Another show that was similar to it, but I forgot the name. I bet I know what show you're talking about. Two shows about monster families. There's the Addams Family and the Munsters. Yes, I do. I do like both. I did watch a little bit of Munsters a couple months ago. Thanks to Svengoolie there. What else did I watch? I watched it was a movie, Munsters Go Home. I had to go to England because Herman Munster, the Frankenstein dad, had inherited a house in London, and then the whole movie takes place in London pretty much. Actually, a good amount of it takes place traveling to London. Not too much, though. You haven't watched it in forever. Yeah, Munsters. I keep trying to find Munsters on here, and it doesn't air. And when I look up the Addams Family, it only gives me the movies, which I saw the first movie. That's a great movie, man. I love it. I did a review of it a couple days ago. Svengoolie, I have that on here. I have the Haunted Mansion on here with Eddie Murphy, and there it is right now, Monster House. I think that's yeah, that was from the third. I need to play catch up with myself because I got a lot of stuff to watch off the DVR. Oh yeah, Munsters was on Netflix. I found it 2 years ago too, and then I looked again this year to get because we recently got Netflix because it was Netflix at my dad's house that I found Munsters, and now I'm here at my mom's house. We recently got Netflix here. I tried finding Munsters, it wasn't on there, and I was really disappointed. I wanted to watch some Munsters. I want to get. It's not spooky or anything, but it's good. It's good enough. I know all of Goosebumps is on there, but I do believe you said you don't watch Goosebumps. Um, but yeah, I kind of got distracted from the main point, which is old monster movies. I need to see the original Frankenstein. I know I saw House of Frankenstein, which is it's basically like a big crossover between all the different monsters. Dracula shows up and then gets killed off very quickly. The Wolfman is there. Frankenstein. Well, I say Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster. Aw. I try and make it a point at least once a week to sit down and watch TV with my mom, just because she's busy all week and we don't really have a lot of time to hang out. We usually watch. More recently, we've been watching that show Ash vs. Evil Dead. It's a little bit gory, with heads getting chopped off by chainsaws. Um, but I digress. Um, yeah, House of Frankenstein, which is sort of a crossover between more of the well-known monsters, Wolfman, Dracula, and Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein. A lot of people call him Frankenstein, but he's not Frankenstein. And then I saw the Wolfman. I saw the. Is my brother seriously calling my name right now? Looks like I have to go. Looks like I have to go because he is a very impatient child. I will see you all tonight. Uh, bye.